we create the rainbow spectrum using all the colored pencils that we have. We don't use the white one for this exercise, but we use exactly the same exercise or the same technique that we used in creating the scale of light. But this time we use all the colored pencils, and it's it's the same exact technique but using the colored pencils. And as you can see over here, you use in sequence the colors of the rainbow, how the rainbow exists. So it's the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then there's sort of this indigo which is between purple and the blue, and you end with the purple, and that's the sequence in which the rainbow exists. And of course, you might realize that these are also the chakra colors, and that's an important reason why we use these colors, and we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to do the rainbow spectrum using the pencils. So you start very lightly first, and I like to do all the colors. See how they all kind of go together. And each one has sort of their own way they develop, but the main thing is that you need to have the colors in sequence and the blending. And I'm just going to show you how that's done. Okay, so now we have all of the colors present, but extremely lightly. And it's the same as the scale of light. You realize that you start out light. When you're trying to create light, you have to use a very light touch with the pencils. So now we're going to create this feeling of light. And now you see I'm darkening the top. And then I'm just going over this part again. And you see how the light just starts appearing, and now I'm darkening the orange. And also as I'm going down, I'm kind of bleeding it. I'm bringing blending the orange with the red. And you're creating all these in-between colors. Oops, I just want to darken that orange just a bit more. And so as you darken and then blend. Always darken and blend. And to darken, you're using the point. And to blend, you're using the flat part. And just bleed in both ways to create that in-between color that's neither completely orange or completely. And now you can see slowly how the light is appearing as you darken that part. And the thing is not to see the separation between, between the colors. There should be no kind of clear demarcation where red ends and orange begins. So I'm going to darken that a little bit more, and now you see light, more or red light appearing as I darken that and blending. And you don't really see much of a line. Darken that and then blend it with the next level. Back to the orange, darken the orange, more light. And now you lose track of where the red ends and the orange begins. I'm just kind of making this a bit longer. So the whole point of this exercise is just kind of obscure the lines. Just make everything blend into the other. And there you have, I can go on with this, making the colors blend more and more and more. And see, I can still see this line. So now I'm going to try and obscure that, so this is where you see there's no separation, everything blends into everything else. And there's a meaning to that as well. It's equally important to make the colors just bleed into each other. Yeah, that's pretty good. And there is your rainbow spectrum. There you go.